What does it take to be great?
To excel beyond your peer and become an unstoppable force of nature. To etch your name into the fabric of history so that your name will never be forgotten. Time. But in gang nigga language, this is basically being a real ass nigga, bro. And before you start questioning on my qualifications on teaching this topic, saying that I am not a real nigga, who's talking and who's not? Exactly.
Be the greatest, you have to be obsessed, almost like pathetically obsessed with this goal. You want to have to risk it all just to get this one thing in your life. So I ask you again, what does it take to be great?
Humans are scared of death. On a physical stance, yes, but mainly the historical part. We have a deep-rooted fear of being forgotten, a kind of second, more permanent death. For even people such as Beethoven, Bruce Lee, and Kobe Bryant, despite the fact that they have been dead for so long, their legacy still lives on. The reason that we reach for greatness may differ from person to person, but the result is that greatness leads to immortality in this world.
Alexandria the Great is the greatest emperor ever, bro. It's literally in his name, bro. Alexandria was a Macedonian king and military genius who built one of the greatest and largest empires in history before the age of 33. Who else do you know is building empires before the age of 33? Not you! Stretching from Greece to Egypt into parts of India. I bet Ajib was so mad. Taught by one of the other great philosopher, Aristotle. He grew up valuing knowledge, strategy, curiosity about different cultures, which influenced how he ruled and interacted with the conquered people. And if it couldn't get better, Alexandria was quite literally in the front lines with his men. It's like going to war with O Block and you see King Von in the front lines, you know you better get cooked. But nothing good lasts forever. They slimed my boy out at Babylon. His empire fractured, but his legacy still lives on till today. Even till today, we still see this figure in history books. For his pursuit of greatness changed the ancient world forever. You see what I'm talking about, my guys? Greatness is a more permanent state of immortality.
So the story of Alexander the Great got me really thinking, who else out there can be not to his level of greatness, but like get a sense of greatness? Because as I have told you before, greatness is a form of immortality in this world we are in. So I started thinking, brainstorming, and then I came to a realization that there is not just one type of greatness, but there is multiple variations on this. I had to narrow it down to 5 categories. Rags to bitches. It is very much self-explanatory. It is when a person/character works their way to the top of the food chain. They show resilience, determination, and endurance throughout the difficult and circumstances. These kinds of people inspire others to follow in their path. They very much have faced many, and I mean many, complications and blocks in their path, but somehow were able to overcome such circumstances. For example, Luffy from One Piece. The first time we see Luffy in the anime, we see him in a barrel crossing the sea by himself, with not a clue on where he's going and nobody by his side. And yet his kind and charismatic personality was able to grant him friends that will accompany him and will travel with him to the ends of the world to find the One Piece. Yet his journey may not be over. It is easy to see how I would be able to accompany him in such a topic such as this. Another person that resembles this rags to bitches pathway is Starfield. Oh, that's me! So to help me on my journey, can you real quick smash the like button, subscribe to the channel, and comment how you feel about this video and other stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Shit.
But on a serious note, another person that represents this is LeBron Ramon James. LeBron grew up Akron, Ohio, raised by a single mother struggling with poverty and instability. His life was tough, moving from place to place. He discovered basketball at a young age, and it's clear he was different. His talent started getting attention in high school. Not really a refusal, but his pressure builds early. Being labeled as the chosen one as a teenager was a crazy experience for him. LeBron skipped college and entered the NBA in 2003 and got drafted #1 by the Cleveland Cavaliers. And from there, we know how the story went.
Another form of greatness is being born with it, to gain it at a young age and having to deal with it until the day you either retire or you end up dying from it.
This form of greatness comes with a lot of benefits, but if you cannot handle your privileges properly and not guide it into the right direction, you'll end up falling off or ending up on the wrong side of history.
People who display this kind of greatness is no other than Michael Jackson. Since a little kid, he's been in the street on the Jackson 5 singing ABC, Baby Come Back to Me, and many songs with the Jackson 5.
Then later in his career, he decided to have a solo career and debuted it with Off the Wall.
Ever since Off the Wall, he's been bangers after bangers, from Bad Album to Thriller to Invincible. Plus the fact that he was an actual good person in the industry, the music industry, the same industry that had P. Diddy, the oil perceiver, Chris Brown, the wife beater, and Drizzy Drake, the minor pursuer. Not too much on Drake. He better drop the album, Iceman, baby. But you know what I'm saying. Sadly enough, later in his career, people started putting some straight BS onto the news, talking about some hey, he's a pedophile, hey, he touched his kids, hey. How about you shut your mouth, fam? Just saying some whole lot of nothing burger. Okay, guys, you gotta bear with me right now when I say this. I'm not done with the video, right? I'm still gonna post it, but I'm not done with it. So give me like 2 weeks. And I'm gonna post the full extended version of this video. But for now, I'ma post it. And if you hear this, just know I did, right? But until next time, DJ, play my shit.